Bisericile din România și organizațiile umanitare au sprijinit refugiații ucraineni chiar din primele zile ale invaziei rusești și au trimis ajutoare dincolo de graniță. După mai bine de 2 ani, războiul continuă în Ucraina și în anumite zone ale țării chiar este în plină desfășurare.
And we use these opportunities to remind, no, wait, hold on, there is still a war in Ukraine, and there is a very, very deadly, devastating war that's still happening in the east, in Kherson, in the south. The Russians and the Ukrainians are eyeball to eyeball, and it's really, really dangerous, especially in the south, in the east, but in places like Kyiv, it's relatively safe. In Lviv, in the west, it's relatively safe.
În mijlocul acestui conflict, sunt creștini care au rămas în Ucraina pentru a sluji semenilor, iar biserica este în creștere.
In fact, it's not only thriving, it's growing. So many people are getting baptized. Every Sunday, not just the congregation is full, but even the courtyard around, as you saw the video, the courtyard is full with people. And in fact, there are people who are coming outside from the war zone. They're coming to the war zone. Just imagine the high risk that they are embarking on, the potential to get injured by a missile or a mortar. On Sundays, they're traveling from a safe zone into the hot zone in order to go to church. I remember interviewing one person who said, I would rather be in the house of the Lord because I feel calm and peace of mind in the house of the Lord than in my own house. The whole idea here is that despite the challenges, despite the war that's going on, the Church of Jesus Christ today in Ukraine, especially in the south, is on the march and is continuing to be the hands and feet of Jesus in the midst of these very difficult.
După Ucraina, George Thomas a mers în sudul Libanului, foarte aproape de granița cu Israelul, în teritoriul controlat de Hezbollah. Ce l-a determinat să facă acest lucru?
And I said, wait a minute, I need to go on the other side of northern Israel, into Hezbollah territory. Very, very dangerous mission. There are no other foreign journalists who are reporting from South Lebanon because it is highly dangerous. The potential of you getting kidnapped, especially me as an American citizen, very, very, possibility. But I went into South Lebanon because I wanted to profile the stories of Christians in South Lebanon. Yes, breaking news. There are Christians in South Lebanon, and these Christians do not want war with Israel. In fact, they have been boldly confronting Hezbollah. They are surrounded by Hezbollah, right? They are surrounded by Hezbollah, and they're a faith. Christianity has been there since like the 1800s, and they are confronting Hezbollah straight on with boldness to say, "You didn't ask us about launching war with Israel. We do not want war with Israel." So I wanted to tell that story so that our viewers will realize that it's not only Israel or northern Israel, that there are people on the other side of the border where all the missiles are coming from, and they don't want war.
În mijlocul acestui conflict sunt prinși oameni simpli, creștinii care doresc să ducă o viață obișnuită.
I did an exclusive interview with a Christian farmer who gave me evidence showing me that Hezbollah had taken over his farm. He has a farm with avocados and olives and grapes, and Hezbollah was using his farm, Christian farmer, to launch. They set up the launch pads and the rocket pads inside his olive grove, and they're shooting off into Israel because it's right next to the border of Metula, very close to the Israel northern border. And so he was like, I don't want this. I don't want Hezbollah to be. So can you imagine? This is a Christian who is standing up against a terrorist organization to say, Stop using my land to fight your war against the Jewish nation, a war that we do not want. I had to tell that story. It was an important story because we always focus on Israel, focus on the threat, but to go on the other side and to be able to report on that. And the encouraging thing is that, every day, almost every 2-3 hours, all across South Lebanon, there are these beautiful villages that are ancient villages, and you can hear the church bells ringing every 2 hours, every 3 hours. They do it on purpose because they want to send a message to Hezbollah. We are the Church of Jesus Christ, and we are not going to move from our land. and it's not a faith that you can destroy so easily. We will continue to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, even if it means death.
Creștinii din Liban, din Israel, din Ucraina sau din alte zone în care trupul lui Hristos suferă au nevoie de rugăciunile noastre.